Hello, hello. I'm gonna get started in the 1 minute mark, so past the 1 minute mark. So today is going to be 3:01, and it is officially Friday. Yay! I'm so happy about that. So ready for the weekend to get some rest and recovery in. Today I don't have my regular water. We're drinking coconut water today, which is a great electrolyte, by the way, if you're watching the replay. I always have some form of music playing in my head, so I'm always dancing and singing randomly. It's just my thing. Okay, we're at the 1 minute mark, so now we're gonna start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Foodie Fam Live series, which is a 30-day challenge where I go live for 30 days so that one could get more comfortable with going live, and two, so that you guys could get a more personable feel of what I'm like in person, real time, real conversation, as opposed to like a voiceover on one of my long form videos or something like that. Today is day number 11 of 30. I am having so much fun so far. I've definitely gotten more comfortable with these lives as well. And if you want to see any of the previous ones, feel free to click on the live tab on my page, which shows you all of the previous lives that I have done. Today's topic, we're talking about my top protein sources when it comes to plant-based eating. Just a little introduction about myself. My name is Chantel, and I lost 44 pounds and counting following a plant-based lifestyle. And now I teach others to do the same without compromising flavor and excitement through recipe tutorials, meal plans, how-to videos, and newsletters that are on health and wellness overall. So let's just go straight into it. I have my laptop here just so I don't forget anything in terms of the top plant-based protein sources. First, I guess I should do a little fun facts of protein and why it's important. Hello, Bingo QI, how are you? Yes, so protein in general, everybody needs it in their diet. It's considered a non-negotiable in my opinion. Why? Because it builds and repairs muscles, tissues, and cells. It keeps you full and satisfied longer. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. It supports your immune system, hormones, and your enzymes, and it also helps you maintain healthy hair, nails, and skin. So if your hair isn't growing, your nails are breaking off, your skin is looking a little crazy, you probably need a little bit more protein in your diet and water. So yeah, anyway. So I'm just gonna go down the list of like the top plant-based proteins because I know a lot of people, when they think of plant-based, they get a little wary, think that they're going to lose muscle mass, they're not going to, be full, they're not going to, have the same results that you would if you were eating a predominantly like meat-based diet, which actually is not the case. Yes, you could get protein easier, I would say, with a meat-based diet, but it's not impossible to do on a plant-based diet. Excuse me. Okay, so my first source I would say would be lentils. I absolutely love lentils. They're about like 20 grams per serving, and they're very versatile. So I use them in, like this week I made curry lentils for lunch. You could also like turn them into meatballs. You could just eat them like as is over rice. You could jerk them. I make jerk lentils all the time. It's my favorite. Things like that. Then we have like chickpeas, which is about like 12 grams of protein or so. Tofu and tempeh, also versatile. That ranges between like 10 to 20 grams of protein, and you could use that kind of as like a meat substitute depending on how you like cut it up. And all these things, you could fry tofu, you could bake tofu, you could shred tofu. Tempeh as well is a wonderful alternative. Then we have quinoa, which is about like 10 grams of protein per cup, and is also considered like a complete protein, which your body loves. That means you're getting all your amino acids with quinoa alone. And if you were to like pair that with like beans, the lentils, and whatever, it really bumps up that protein, those protein grams for your meal. Then we have edamame, which I also love. It's about 15 grams per cup. I use edamame when I'm doing like an Asian style dish. So that would be like soba noodles, which also has about like 13 grams of protein in it. So if you did like soba noodles, some edamame, a peanut sauce, some fresh veggies like bell peppers, shredded carrots, and shredded cabbage, you have yourself all the food groups you need on your plate. It's high protein, delicious, satisfying, and it keeps you full longer. Then you have your beans like black beans, kidney beans, navy beans, which is about 13 to 15 grams of protein per serving. I also love beans. It's probably a basic staple in my diet at this present time. I use it for chili. I use it just as regular, like rice and beans. Um, and yeah. So then you have like your seeds, like your hemp seeds and your chia seeds. Hemp seeds is about 10 grams of protein per 3 tablespoons. I use hemp seeds in like smoothies. Sometimes I'll sprinkle it on top of my like cut up fruit. If I'm feeling like, okay, I need a little added protein, but I don't feel like having a big old bowl or plate or something. So you just sprinkle that right on. It's a great garnish. It has like a nutty flavor to it as well. So it gives a nice flavor profile with like your bowl of fruit. I typically use that with, say, watermelon, some pineapple, and like strawberries. It's really good, quite satisfying. You guys should try it, in my opinion. And then the chia seeds is about like 6 grams per 3 tablespoons, and that's what I use to beef up my overnight oats so that I'm fuller longer. Like, you need that protein to stay full, and fiber, but the protein really helps a lot. You can also make like chia puddings with it. Sometimes when I'm making pancakes, I'll throw chia seeds in there too, just for some added omega-3s and added protein. And then we have like our peanut butter and almond butters, which is like maybe 7 to 8 grams of protein per serving, per like 2 tablespoons or so. I also use that to beef up things. I use it in overnight oats. Almond butter I use when I'm doing snacks, which is typically like cut up apples, some cinnamon, and then have the almond butter there for dipping. I use that on top of my acai bowls, things like that. So there's like many ways in which you could get your protein on a plant-based diet where it's like fun. There's a lot of variety. It's not, boring. It's not just like a chicken breast every day because it has high protein, So it really helps you broaden your horizon, I think, following a plant-based lifestyle and trying to find ways to get your protein in. Another one would be nutritional yeast. I absolutely love nutritional yeast. I use it in many different ways, specifically for like cream sauces, and also when I'm doing air popped popcorn. I love putting it on there. It gives it like that cheesy flavor, and I love that there's at least some kind of protein in there too. And you're getting about like 8 grams per 2 tablespoons, so it's just wonderful. Love it. I also use it to make like cream sauces. There's this sauce, this mushroom cream sauce that I make, where there is some like cashews in there, and then also some nutritional yeast. Absolutely love it. I could really just eat it with a spoon, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, I'm over here rambling now. Yeah, so there's many ways that you can get your protein in a plant-based lifestyle. Like even some vegetables have it. It's not a lot, but it's cool to figure out like what things actually have protein. Like green peas, they have protein in it. Like you wouldn't think so, but like if you were to read the back of a frozen pea package, there's protein in there. Not a lot, but there's still something in there. So I think it's kind of like a cool, for me, I think it's like a cool game in a way to see like what has protein, like how much can I get in this meal using just plants, all that. I find it to be fun, and I find it very enjoyable, very satisfying, and all the things. And yeah, so if you were to like mix up all these things on a daily basis, there's no way that you're going to be missing protein in your diet. So it is a myth that you can't, sustain a healthy lifestyle on a plant-based diet and still have high protein meals. It's not true. It's 100% possible. You could still build muscles with it on a plant-based lifestyle. I've seen it done, and I'm also doing it myself. And yeah, so that's all I really had to say today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because I am on here every weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Today is a little bit earlier because I have an appointment later. But if you guys want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I will see you guys on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to be talking about how to curb cravings in a natural way. And yeah, so you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for rocking out with me today and this past week. If you want to see any old live videos, feel free to hit the live tab on my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys on Monday. All right, bye guys.